We are Iowa's most accurate forecast.
All right, everybody, one of the main headlines today is what's happening outside weather-wise, because we're really starting to crank up that heat. So we want to make sure you're staying safe, staying hydrated, but also this could be stirring up some other things out there.
Yeah, we're going to have thunderstorms that come in later on tonight, too, and they could be strong when they get here. So we've got a lot of different things to keep an eye on today. We will start with the heat because I'll tell you right now, this is already the hottest it has been at this time of day so far this summer. Woo. And I do think it will wind up being the hottest day of the summer so far. It's already about 91 degrees and it just keeps climbing very quickly. I pulled the trigger early this morning. I think we could get to 99 degrees. It'll be very close. Maybe 98, probably not 100, although I hope I don't eat my words later on today. We have hit 95 at least 4 times this year, but we've never climbed above that. I feel very confident that we will today. Highs are going to be generally in the mid to upper 90s, but of course that humidity adding a whole different layer outside. It feels like 100 degrees here in some cases already, and within an hour most of us will feel like 101 to 103. The most severe heat index readings will come between 3 and 6 p.m. That's when we could see that heat index between 102 and 106, and eventually as those storms come in after 7 or 8 o'clock, that's when we'll start to get some relief across the northern part of the state. The storms will cool the air, but until we get there, not much in the way of relief. We will be at 97 basically by 2 and 3 p.m., 98 around 4, and 99 at 5. Eventually we cool off once the sun starts to go down a little bit. And by sunset, it could still be 90 degrees, and then those thunderstorms do come in later on tonight. Most of the state under a level 2 risk for severe weather, a level 2 out of 5, although northwest Iowa is under a level 3 risk. The good news is today's risk for tornadoes is extremely low. I'm not really worried about that at all. However, what I am concerned about is damaging winds. Straight line wind gusts 60 to 70 miles per hour with some of the storms that do develop. A few cells could produce large hail, and depending on how it plays out overnight, flooding may pose a problem if storms go over the same areas repeatedly. Right now I'm not worried about flash flooding, but the way that it's been trending with the heavier rainfall, we do want to keep an eye on that threat. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings and a big severe thunderstorm watch out over South Dakota. These storms will eventually make their way into northwest Iowa later on. So here's how Futurecast paints that picture. Still dry and quiet through the afternoon despite that heat, and then the storms really come in later on tonight. I think they could start across northern and northwestern Iowa as early as 5 to 6 p.m., and then they will spread across the state. This is what the radar picture could look like between, say, 9 and midnight, and those storms will continue to dive to the south. I do think as they move through our state, they will lose a little bit of their steam and lose a little bit of their energy when it comes to severe weather. And then by 2:33 in the morning, we could still have some locally heavy rain, especially across the southern part of the state. So we don't like to get caught up in specific rainfall totals on the map because we know how thunderstorms are. They plop a lot of heavy rain in one spot and not as much in another. Most of the heavy rain will probably fall over the northern part of the state. These storms could produce 1 to 2 inches of locally heavy rainfall there. Probably lower amounts though in central and southern Iowa. Our whole plumbing and heating 10-day forecast. We are going to keep the storm chances in place tomorrow and Thursday, still scattered, favoring the early morning and late night hours. But temperatures go down finally. Only 88 tomorrow. That will feel like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, happy to see those temperatures calming down a little bit. I enjoyed the summer weather, but not when it gets this humid outside.
Yeah, this is rough.
Yeah.
You know, I don't even mind 90, but when you start getting into those upper 90s and we start talking about dangerous heat, it's no fun.